Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah, and today I have a book haul. I swear I cannot stop buying books. To be fair, none of these I paid full price for. If that helps, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Okay, so these first few I got from Book Outlet, which if you have not shopped on Book Outlet, it is like the best place to buy freaking books. Like all on sale. It's like a wholesale book place. So I'm pretty sure I got these ones during the last sale. I just haven't shown them yet. So yeah, really, really good prices on books. They don't have everything, but I just kind of go back I don't want to say every day because that's not true, but like every few days I'll like check it out, you know? So, Annie Bot. This is the first book I have. Honestly, I have such a mix of books in this haul. So we have a good range today. So, first one, there's a hair on it. Annie Bot by Sierra Greer. And also with Book Outlet, sometimes the quality is like, they're a little bit scuffed up a little bit. They usually have like a black mark at the bottom. This one looks pretty dang good. This is like a lit fic about a sex doll, which is very interesting. I've heard it's really, really good though. It's really short too. Like it is only 227 pages-ish. I'll put the whole blurb up for you, but I'm only going to read like the top part, so this isn't too long, but you can also follow along with me. So, Annie Bot was created to be the perfect girlfriend for her human owner, Doug. Designed to satisfy his emotional and physical needs, she has dinner ready for him every night, wears the cute outfits he orders for her, and adjusts her libido to suit his moods. True, she's not the greatest at keeping Doug's place spotless, but she's trying to please him. She's trying hard. She's learning, too. Okay, I need to read the next paragraph. Doug says he loves that Annie's artificial intelligence makes her seem more like a real woman, but the more human Annie becomes, the less perfectly she behaves. As Annie's relationship with Doug grows more intricate and difficult, she starts to wonder, does Doug really desire what he says he wants? And in such an impossible paradox, what does Annie owe herself? So I think it's in the POV of Annie Bot, and I think it's just going to be such a fascinating read. The thought of AI and this kind of scenario being very real is terrifying, and I hate it. I hate it so much. So yeah, I'm very interested to read this. I'm gonna pop them right here. Okay, next, I also found on Book Outlet, which was a good find. This is actually a book that I have read. I think I read this in the fall of 2023. This is Fairy Tale by Stephen King. It was new 2022. Okay. So again, Book Outlet, you can see the front looks really good. There was like a sticker here. I don't love that. But it is such a pretty cover, and the side has a little scuffing, but really, honestly, not that bad. This is a long one. This one is so funny because I didn't love it when I read it. I think I initially rated it maybe 3 stars, but since reading it like a year and a half ago, I think about this book all the time. Like seriously, like once a week, this book will pop into my mind. So I would probably rate it a 4 now, but it is a very fascinating one. Like it's not what most people think of Stephen King. Oh, and there are not photos, but drawings in it too, which is very cool. But yeah, I didn't have a physical copy of it, and I saw it on there, so I wanted to pick it up for nice and cheap. But this is an interesting one because it's almost like 2 books in one. Like the first part is like this contemporary fiction, almost like lit fic vibes following a young boy and his relationship with this older man. And then the second half is like full on fantasy vibes. He's in this other dimension and things get real crazy. So some stuff, like the first part is so heartwarming, and then the second part kind of lost me a little bit. But I obviously still think about it all the time, so it wasn't that bad. Okay, I'll read the first paragraph here. So Charlie Reed looks like a regular high school kid, great at baseball and football, a decent student, but he carries a heavy load. His mom was killed in a hit-and-run accident when he was 7, and grief drove his dad to drink. Charlie learned how to take care of himself and his dad. When Charlie is 17, he meets a dog named Radar and her aging master, Howard Bowditch, a recluse in a big house at the top of a big hill with a locked shed in the backyard. Sometimes strange sounds emerge from that shed. Okay, see, now I have to read the next paragraph. I'm trying to keep the blurbs to a minimum, but they're not giving me much. Charlie starts doing jobs for Mr. Bowditch and loses his heart to Radar. Then, when Bowditch dies, he leaves Charlie a cassette tape telling a story no one would believe. What Bowditch knows and has kept secret all his long life is that inside the shed is a portal to another world. So yeah, and then it just really takes off from there, and it's like super fantasy vibes. So yeah, really, really interesting read if that sounds like you'd be into it. Obviously, Stephen King is a just top tier writer. So it will definitely keep you engaged. Okay, I think the last book of this pile that I got from Book Outlet is Tender is the Flesh, another little short guy. This one is in absolutely perfect condition, just that little dot, which even if I see the dot, I know it's still perf. And I forget what this kind of paperback is called, where it's kind of thicker and has this. I really like that. But this one I have heard is an interesting read. I think it is literary fiction, but also maybe like horror. Do you know what? Let's read the little inside flappy bit, because I don't even actually really know. Oh, the international sensation about a dystopian world in which humans are being processed for food and society is divided into predators and prey. That right there has kind of got me. Working at the local processing plant, Marcos is in the business of slaughtering humans, though no one calls them that anymore. Oh my god. Okay, I'll leave the next two paragraphs on the screen for you. I won't leave them, but you can pause them if you want to read the rest. Just that alone, I'm like, yep, yeah, you got me. And again, this is another really short one, like 200 pages, so I want to get to that soon. Yeah, I'm liking kind of different, kind of out there books, not, fitting into one type of mold. Like this one seems like, yeah, dystopian horror lit fic, which sounds really cool. Okay, next, I had a couple of pre-orders in the last month-ish, so let's go through those. So the first one, I have the Strawberry Patch Pancake House by Lori Gilmore. The cutest little cover. So this is a contemporary romance, and it is now the fourth book in the Pumpkin Spice Cafe interconnected standalone romances. I'm sure you've heard of the Pumpkin Spice Cafe by now, but there's that one, and then the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore and the Christmas Tree Farm. If I zoom this all the way in, you could see each of the covers there, and I have read each of those, so I'm really proud of myself for being caught up in the series and not having the entire series before ever reading one of them, which I am known to do, trying to get better. But yeah, this is the next installment of the interconnected standalone series, and it just came out in the last month, I will say. And this one is giving such beautiful spring vibes. They each kind of give a different season. So yeah, I am very excited to jump into this one. I will definitely want to read this one before the summer, just because it seems like it's set in spring, and I like reading them in the seasons that they are set in. Although the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore gives off fall vibes, but it takes place in the summer, so that was kind of annoying. Let's read the back of this one. This one's not very long. So, a small town spicy romance. Yes, there is spice in these books. I don't think they're too overly spicy, because I don't like too much spice. I like one or two good scenes that actually mean something, but I don't like when it's over the top. But I do find that these actually do have a plot, which is nice. They're also they're nothing crazy. Don't go into them expecting them to be super deep or extremely well written or anything, like that. They're just fun, fluffy romances, but I have actually really enjoyed them. Give off very cozy vibes. Okay. As a world-renowned chef, single dad Archer never planned on moving to a small town, let alone running a pancake house. But Dream Harbor needs a new chef, and Archer needs a community to help raise his daughter. Iris has never managed to hold down a job, so when Mayor Kelly suggests Archer is looking for a live-in nanny, she almost runs in the opposite direction. Now Iris finds herself in a whole new world, one where her gorgeous new boss lives right across the hall and likes to cook topless. Keeping everything strictly professional should be easy, right? Interesting. Okay, so it's like nanny romance vibes. Do I know these characters? Iris. I thought I was gonna know the characters from the other ones, but I don't know if I know who Iris is. It seems like Archer's new. Man, I don't know. Anyways, this will just be a nice little palette cleanser between some fantasies or something in the next like month or two. Wait, why are these backwards? You've already seen them. I should have them that way. Okay, and then the next pre-order I had for this month. Oh shoot! Sorry, I also forgot these were up here. Let me scooch those down. Oh wait, there's another pre-order. Okay, I have two more pre-orders, but the one I was first going to talk about, yeah, I was really, really excited for this one. This was actually the paperback release of it, because this book actually came out. Okay, so sometime in 2024, this book came out, but the paperback edition released in April. And this is Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Poranek. And this cover, everything about this is gorgeous. Look at that. It is a dark fantasy, I believe. We'll read a little bit of the back. Yeah, dark, devastating, and gothic. This one particularly excites me. I have heard really good things about it, but also it is based around Polish folklore, and I am Polish, so that was really cool to see a book based around Poland or Polish folklore at least, because I've never seen that before. So I was really excited to get my hands on this, and I wanted the paperback, and so I waited for it. Okay, let's read a little bit of the back. Liska knows that magic is monstrous and its practitioners are monsters. She has done everything possible to suppress her own magic. Desperate to be free of it, Liska flees into the dangerous demon-inhabited forest to steal a mythical fern flower. She can use its one wish to banish her powers, but Liska is caught by the demon warden of the wood called the Leszie? I'm not sure. So she strikes a bargain. 1 year of servitude in exchange for the fern flower and its wish. Whisked away to the Leslie's crumbling manor, Liska soon makes an unsettling discovery. She is not the first person to strike this bargain. If she wants to survive the year and return home, she must uncover her host's secrets, because something deadly is waking in the woods, something that frightens even the Leslie, and it cannot be defeated unless Liska embraces the monster she's always feared becoming. Ooh. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a standalone, which is cool too. So like no pressure to continue a series or anything. Cool, it's like 350 pages. Love it. All right, pop that there. Okay, now the last pre-order that I have here. And this came out April 1st. This is The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings, another one that I am so excited for. Such a freaking gorgeous cover. Her artist, who is like I think her best friend, did the Magnolia Parks covers as well, and just beautiful. Again, it's one of these really awesome paperbacks, and this one has deckled edging. Just obsessed with this like physical copy. I'm a very physical book person. Meaning, like, I love e-readers and audiobooks, but, like, if the feel of a book is right, it just makes your reading experience so much better. And the font looks really nice in this, too. Like, it's kind of a big font. Ugh, I'm going to have to read this one physical. Okay, anyways, so yes, Jessa Hastings, the author of the Magnolia Park series. That's one of my favorite series, obsessed with Magnolia Parks. So, to have another contemporary romance fiction kind of book come out from her is very exciting. She also wrote a fantasy called Never, which I haven't heard the best things about, but I do have it and plan on reading it at some point in time. Okay, let's see if I can not read this entire thing. Let's see what the first paragraph says. London-based Georgia Carter, I love the name Georgia by the way, professional lie detector and body language savant, has been estranged from her infuriating, closed-minded, wealthy South Carolina family. After a falling out years ago, the chasm runs deep between the black sheep, Georgia and her gay, alcoholic brother, and their parents and elder siblings. But when their father dies suddenly, Georgia returns to the States for the funeral, where she comes face to face with Sam Penny, her brother's AA sponsor. So then there's tension, drama, revelations, family reunion. That sounds right up my alley. I freaking love family drama, like rich people drama. I don't know if this is rich people drama, but love all that. Intermingle some romance. I'm there. So yeah, this looks like a good time. Excited to read her writing again. All right, and now my next book I actually just received. I got this book as a gift from one of my subscribers on my ASMR channel, Hannah Boo ASMR. I get occasional book gifts over there, and it's always so shocking. I'm never expecting anything, but I'm just so appreciative that people are willing to spend their hard-earned money to buy me a book or something. It's very nice. So this one is so exciting. This one is from Erin, who has gifted me other books and such from my Amazon wish list as well, and I'm just so grateful. Like, Erin probably won't see this. I'm gonna do an ASMR version of this video as well, but thank you so much, Erin. So he said, here's a little gift to say thank you for the amazing effort and dedication you put into your channel, meaning my ASMR channel. I hope you like the book and look forward to hearing about it in your monthly recap soon. So sweet. So this is one that I'm so intrigued about. I'm so bad. Like, I saw one girl make a TikTok about this series. I think there's a second one as well. And the way she described it, like it got me. So I added it to my wish list. But it honestly does sound really, really good, and not like every other fantasy that I've seen. You can probably just tell by the cover. We have a different setting to most fantasies. It's called Empire of Shadows by Jacqueline Benson. It's book 1 in the Raiders of the Arcana. And it's so soft. It just like feels really good, and I love the cover. So let's read a little bit of the back. Nice Victorian ladies don't run off to find legendary lost cities. One trifling little arrest shouldn't have cost Ellie Mallory her job, but it's only the latest in a line of injustices facing an educated woman with an archaeological ambitions. When Ellie stumbles across the map to a mysterious ancient city, she knows she's holding her chance to revolutionize pre-Columbian history. There's just one teensy complication. A ruthless villain wants it, and Ellie is all that stands in his way. Oh, to race to the ruins. Okay, the rest is there. This sounds so good. And there's a map. We love to see it. Love a good map. But I just love this idea. It sounds so fun. Like adventure. I said fantasy. I don't actually know if it's fantasy. It might just be like adventure, like Victorian era adventure. It seems so cool. Oh yeah, no, historical fantasy adventure. So excited. So excited. Let's slip this note back in there and stack you in the pile. Okay, now the next, I technically have a lot of books right here, but there are 2 different series. So this one we're going to do all together. I found this whole series because I've been wanting this series, but the first 5 books are like $80 from Indigo or Amazon, and I didn't really want to pay that. So I've been starting to buy books secondhand. So I found these from a Canadian seller on Depop, I think, and it was very exciting to find them there because they were so much cheaper than buying them new, and they're literally in perfect condition. Like, I don't even think they've been read before, but it is the Heartstoppper graphic novel series. I think this is all of it, because you can buy, I think, the first 4 together, and then you buy like the 5th one separately, from what I was seeing at least. But I literally found all 5 of these books on Depop for like, what was it, I think $35 I paid for them all. So, yes. Very exciting find, and like I said, they are in absolutely perfect condition. But this is a graphic novel series that I have seen so much about for years. It almost feels like a classic books that I see everyone has read and is very beloved. And there's a TV show based on this as well. And I would love to be able to watch that, but I don't like watching things based on books until I've read the books. And I love a good graphic novel. It looks so cute. So yeah, super duper excited to have gotten my hands on these. Let's read the back of the first one, because I don't really know what the series is about besides two boys falling in love. Boy meets boy, boys become friends, boys fall in love. Shy and soft-hearted Charlie Spring sits next to rugby player Nick Nelson in class one morning. A warm and intimate friendship follows, and that soon develops into something more for Charlie, who doesn't think he has a chance. But Nick is struggling with feelings of his own, and as the two grow closer and take on the ups and downs of high school, they come to understand the surprising and delightful ways in which love works. That sounds so cute. Oh, these are written by Alice Osmond, by the way. I'm assuming she wrote and drew it, because it doesn't say on the front. So yeah, this is the first one. Cutie. And then volume 2. But see, like, they're in absolutely perfect condition. Like, the spine is not broken at all. Which I wasn't actually sure when I ordered them, but yeah, they perf. Volume 3. I like the colors of that one. Plop. Volume 4. Ooh, I like the colors of this one, actually. And then volume 5. This one kind of seems like an epilogue, because it says, Nick and Charlie are in love, but what happens next? Oh, no, I just got my lipstick on it. Oh, man. Alright, our pile's looking a little precarious there, but I think she's going to be okay. Okay, so we're down to our last final 2 books. Last but not least, this is another graphic novel series that I really, really like. I actually have and read the first book in this series like a couple years ago now, and it was everything. I was obsessed with it. I love ghosts and I have anxiety, so the first book in this series, I felt like it spoke to me, and that is the Sad Ghost Club, the first one. This is it here. Yeah, I forgot to bring it up, but that's it there. Loved it, ate it up. When I want to read these 2, I'm going to reread that because it's a graphic novel. It's not going to take me long to read. Then I can jump into, I got number 2 and 3. I actually think there are 4 of them, but this is 2 and 3. Like, look at the artwork on them. They're so cute. So 2 is Find Your Kindred Spirits. Oh no, they say that on all of them. Okay, they're just the Sad Ghost Club 2 and 3. But the artwork, it's like super like simplified, but very effective. Looks like that. And yeah, the first one is this like little ghost, has anxiety, but like wants to step out of his or her shell, and they end up getting up the courage to go to this party, but they're like super anxious and doesn't want to talk to anyone. And then they meet like this other anxious ghost, and then they become friends, and it's just like, I'm pretty sure it made me cry. I read it a couple years ago, but I'm pretty sure it made me cry. So yeah, I've been wanting to get the rest of the series for a long time. I'm still missing one, but yes. Alright, let's top off our little stack here. There we go. And those are all of the books that I have acquired recently in the last, I don't know, a little bit. But yes, I'm very happy about them and excited to read them. Let me know if you have read any of these, would recommend any of them, which one I should get to first. Probably out of these, the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, and then maybe the Conditions of Will. Although all of these too. Like, I'll probably fly through the Heartstopper series. I'm going to feel so accomplished when I read this. Be like, yeah, I read 5 books in like a day. Um, so yeah, thank you so very much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe. Only if you want to, though. I have lots more book content planned, and my first book vlog, reading vlog, I'm in the middle of filming, which is taking a long time. I underestimated the effort that goes into reading vlogs, but I think it's going to be fun. So thank you again, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye!